Under Op Entirety, the main focus for the British Army is, of course, preparing for and operating out of Afghanistan. But prior to deployment, how do you help soldiers familiarise themselves with the Afghan culture and surroundings? Well, a new £14 million facility at Stanford Training Area, or STANTA, opened in April 2009. It consists of a rural village and an urban complex designed to closely replicate what the soldiers will face in theatre. The soldiers are given training exercises to complete while experiencing similar sights and smells of Afghanistan. The troops are then able to practice their patrol skills inside a network of high-walled alleyways and even disarm a suicide bomber in a bustling Afghan bazaar. Now, in any conflict, there are going to be casualties, and especially during Panther's Claw in the summer, many did lose their lives and sustain serious injuries. But one young soldier who survived a gunfight with the Taliban was reservist Private Anthony Myers from 4 Mercians. His story hit the national headlines after it emerged that he didn't actually tell his mother that he was going to war.
Each day here in Afghanistan, the injured soldiers needing emergency medical attention are flown here to the trauma centre at Camp Bastion. They are cared for by medics from 202 Field Hospital.
Have some IV access, left arm please, blood's off.
19-year-old Private Anthony Myers, a TA soldier from 4 Mercians in the West Midlands, has been shot in the shoulder during a fierce firefight with insurgents. The medical team, led by emergency consultant Gary Ward, must first assess whether his injuries are life-threatening.
OK, do you want to get in for the imaging?
It quickly becomes apparent that Anthony is lucky to be alive. If the high-velocity bullet had hit him a mere 6 inches to the left, it would have passed straight through his heart. The team are painfully aware that many of their patients injured in battle aren't so lucky.
We really are pushing what I call the envelope, in other words, the edges of clinical science here in terms of helping and treating patients. So we're saving people that within the civilian sector just wouldn't survive. We're actually learning really big lessons here with regards to the management of trauma overall. We're seeing patients who really are on the edge of death, and we're bringing them back to a point where they can survive and in the future have a meaningful existence, in other words, make good recoveries.
Although stable, Anthony does require emergency surgery. The bullet has passed straight through the muscle, narrowly missing the brachial artery. But just how much nerve damage has been caused is not known. But within 10 minutes of arriving in the emergency department, he is already in theatre under general anaesthetic.
Wherever you are, you do get involved in your patients. You have to maintain a degree of separation, but you do get involved. They're your patients. You want to do the best for them, wherever they are. Here, though, these are young people, whereas back home, most of your patients are a little bit older. You look at them, they're the same age as some of my children, and you really emotionally say, I really want to do as best I can for these people.
Well done, nice and smooth.
After 40 minutes, the operation is drawing to an end, so the wound is cleaned thoroughly. The surgeons are pleased that there is virtually no damage to the nerves running down the soldier's arm. In time and with physiotherapy, he will make a full recovery. The morning after his operation, the soldiers from Anthony's unit are keen to hear what happened. As a TA soldier, this was the first time he'd experienced contact with the enemy. Back home, he's a student who had just taken his A-levels and was looking forward to university in September. He didn't tell his mother that he would be fighting on the front line.
I rang them last night and explained to him what had happened. She was in shock for a bit at first, because she thought it was what I was doing was Central-Juicy in Lash, which she thought was quite safe. And then I explained where it was, what I was doing. And she was best pleased.
I was joking last week as well.
But even while Private Myers tells of his battle with the Taliban, in the room next door, the doctors, surgeons and other theatre staff of 202 Field Hospital work quickly on trying to save the lives of a group of soldiers seriously injured by an improvised explosive device. In the West Midlands, this team would rarely encounter such injuries, working for their respective hospitals. But here at this remote desert base in the middle of Afghanistan, they encounter the worst possible type of trauma every day.